Jay Quellen. Where's Jay Quellen at? No Jay Quellen here?
Yeah.
Do you mean Jacqueline?
Okay. So that's how it's gonna be.
So my sitcom got canceled and his pilot for Fox didn't go. And our manager said, would you guys be interested in doing something together? Because I've got a situation that I think I can leverage.
I'll be using code names tonight because I don't want to get sued. He is, and I don't think this is too shady, I think it's true, the less successful half of a comedy duo that was prolific in the 2010s. I think their code names could be Lock and Banana.
Fans were stunned when Key and Peele suddenly announced the end of their hit sketch show in 2015. Most people figured both comedians were ready for bigger opportunities. That turned out to be true for Jordan Peele, whose career exploded as he became one of Hollywood's most respected filmmakers. Keegan-Michael Key took a very different path, landing commercials and smaller acting roles. That surprised many fans because Key was often seen as the more recognizable half of the duo, and someone expected to stay at the top for years.
And it's not just Republicans. Hillary will have to raise huge sums of money too.
Oh, yeah. She gonna get that money. She gonna get all the money. Khaleesi is coming to Westeros.
Recently, a comedian who worked closely with Key shared comments that sparked fresh questions about the pair's relationship. Fans started revisiting awkward interviews, long stretches of silence, and even speculation about whether Key's wife played a role in the distance people think exists today.
Take a look at this tweet that Akilah made. Somebody said, oh, wow, damn, Get Out was about ... obviously in reference to the wife. And she posted this, Get Out is a documentary. Woof.
Still, rumors have spread fast, and separating fact from speculation is important. Even though the show lasted only 3 years, its impact was massive. On Comedy Central's YouTube channel, 18 of the 20 most viewed videos are Key and Peele sketches, collecting more than 1 billion views. Their success came from a strong personal bond, with both comedians sharing similar experiences growing up biracial and sometimes feeling they didn't fully fit in. Sometimes they felt they weren't white enough either, and often adjusted the way they spoke or acted depending on who was around.
AA Ron. No AA Ron, huh? Well, you better be sick, dead, or mute. AA Ron. Here. Why didn't you answer me the first time I said it, huh?
Because it's pronounced Aaron.
Son of a...
That shared experience became a huge part of both their comedy and their friendship. After Keegan-Michael Key moved from Detroit to Chicago, he met Jordan Peele in the city's improv scene. The chemistry was instant, and before long, they were working together on Mad TV as both writers and performers. Even in their limited sketches on Mad TV, it was obvious they had something special. Many felt the duo was destined for a show of their own. But after Mad TV was canceled in 2009, both comedians faced setbacks. Key's sitcom Gary Unmarried ended in 2010, while Peele's comedy pilot The Station was passed on by Fox. That's when their shared manager encouraged them to team up and create something new. The result was Key and Peele, which Comedy Central picked up for a 2012 debut. The show exploded almost immediately. 2 of their most famous sketches appeared in the very first episode, including one involving a forbidden word between husbands and wives, plus the legendary Obama anger translator sketch, with Peele as President Obama and Key delivering the outrage hiding beneath the calm words.
I just want to say to my critics, I hear your voices, and I'm aware of your concerns.
So maybe if you can chill the hell out for like a second, then maybe I can focus on some you know?
Key and Peele was an instant success. More than 2 million viewers watched the premiere, and the audience stayed strong as the show grew into a cultural phenomenon. One of the clearest signs of its impact came when President Barack Obama invited Keegan-Michael Key to perform the famous anger translator character during a real public event.
In our fast-changing world, traditions like the White House Correspondents' Dinner are important.
I mean, really? What is this dinner?
Because despite our differences, we count on the press to shed light on the most important issues of the day.
And we can count on Fox News to terrify old white people with some nonsense.
We won't always see eye to eye.
Oh, and CNN, thank you so much for the wall-to-wall Ebola coverage. For 2 whole weeks, we were one step away from the Walking Dead.
Few comedy sketches ever reach that level of recognition. In just 3 years, Key and Peele created countless memorable characters, catchphrases, and viral sketches. As YouTube and social media took over entertainment, their comedy continued reaching new audiences long after the episodes aired. Then came a shocking announcement in 2015. Key revealed the show was ending, explaining that the decision came from the duo, not Comedy Central. He said they wanted to pursue new opportunities both together and separately, while keeping the door open for future collaborations. Fans were disappointed, but the show never truly faded away. Thanks to YouTube, old sketches kept attracting millions of views and introducing new viewers to their comedy. In 2016, the pair reunited for Keanu, serving as both writers and stars. The film received mixed reviews and earned around $20 million at the box office. While it wasn't a breakout hit, many saw it as the start of a new chapter. Then Jordan Peele shocked audiences with Get Out. The horror film followed Chris, a young black man visiting his girlfriend's wealthy family, only to uncover a disturbing secret hidden beneath their welcoming appearance. Blending horror, suspense, dark humor, and social commentary, Get Out became a cultural phenomenon.
Was the movie Get Out secretly about the director's best friend's wife? Because don't forget, you guys, Get Out was created by Jordan Peele of Key and Peele, and his best friend at the time was Keegan-Michael Key. And according to comedian Akilah Hughes, who was working with Keegan on developing a sketch comedy show, that just might be the case, y'all. She says that Keegan-Michael Key's wife is ruining his career.
Made for just $5 million, it earned more than $250 million worldwide and won the Oscar for Best Original Screenplay. Almost overnight, Jordan transformed from a sketch comedy star into one of Hollywood's most respected filmmakers. Ironically, during the Key and Peele years, many people expected Keegan-Michael Key to become the bigger star. Key earned Emmy nominations, appeared at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, and landed major acting opportunities. Then, everything shifted. Jordan's success exploded after Get Out, earning global praise as a filmmaker. At the same time, Key played an important role in supporting and encouraging the creative journey that helped make the film possible.
I wasn't involved in any of the writing, but he sent me the script, and I remember I was in the room, and I came into the office the next day, and I put the script on his desk, and I went, ooh. I said, this could be something. And then I went and talked to a good friend of mine, Sean McKittrick, who made it, and I said, you guys should really read Jordan's scripts. And then now here we are. And like Sean came up to me at a party, and he hugged me. And I'm like, why are you hugging me? He's like, you brought the script to me. And I was like, look, but it was amazing. I could bring a million scripts to you, but if it wasn't that amazing, who would have made it? It's such a fresh story.
Jordan's rise only continued. He produced Black Klansman, which earned several Oscar nominations, and followed it with Us in 2019. The psychological thriller became another huge success, grossing more than $250 million worldwide on a modest budget. By then, it was obvious that Get Out wasn't a one-time hit. Jordan Peele had transformed from sketch comedy star into one of Hollywood's most respected directors. Meanwhile, Keegan-Michael Key stayed busy with projects like Modern Family, The Simpsons, Archer, Friends from College, and Green Eggs and Ham. He built a successful career across TV, animation, and streaming. But Jordan's directing achievements increasingly became the focus of public attention, especially after Nope in 2022. For many fans, Key is still closely associated with Key and Peele.
Akilah Hughes starts a Twitter thread. It's clearly about Key and Peele. She uses code names Locke and Banana, which she is working on a show with Locke, and she gets a call. Banana's wife is like, hey, I wish somebody would have warned me. I'm sober. Locke's wife poured alcohol on my cake to ruin it. Like, this person is very, very difficult.
What?
And which feels just mean and cruel and like...
I can't understand. Well, I'm like, what?
While Jordan's reputation now extends far beyond comedy. Even so, Key remains a highly respected performer in his own right. There were also signs the duo remained on good terms. They reunited for Wendell and Wild and voiced Ducky and Bunny in Toy Story 4. Still, Key revealed in a 2024 interview that they don't see each other very often anymore, largely because they live far apart. He explained that whenever he visits Los Angeles, he often reaches out to Peele, and their friendship quickly picks up where it left off. Key has also said he'd gladly reunite with Jordan on a future project, and believes they'll work together again someday. That's why many fans were surprised when comedian Akilah Hughes sparked online debate in April 2026.
So I answer the call, and it is from Banana's wife. She says, I'm just calling you because I wish someone would have warned me. Because I brought a text. This is from Dumois, an anonymous blind item that someone submitted.
Hughes claimed that while developing a sketch comedy series,
They said, since Locke was hosting SNL, I wanted to say, whenever I see him, I can only think of his wife. She has a bunch of food allergies. And she had an allergy attack about a eucalyptus plant by her table at Tribeca Grill. And then, in parentheses, on the celeb sighting, acting like she couldn't breathe. The plant was fake, and I showed it to her. She just said, oh, and acted totally normal after that. He was very nice about it and apologized after. He left a good tip. Bizarre, though.
Apparently, comedian Chelsea Peretti is a real one because when she heard that Akilah was working on a show with with Keegan, she was like, oh, I just know that wife of his is going to be involved. So she called up Akilah and told her, listen, be careful.
she connected with Key as a potential executive producer, and the project eventually attracted interest from Disney. Hughes also alleged that Key's wife, Elle Key, became heavily involved in the project. She further claimed that Chelsea Peretti, Jordan Peele's wife, privately warned her about the situation before production moved forward. According to Hughes, tensions later developed in the writer's room over creative decisions. She claimed disagreements became serious enough to create behind-the-scenes conflict.
Her notes are, comedy happens in threes. The letter K is funny. And finally, give the audience some candy. Now, how do you implement these notes? And so, that is just a project that I could not talk about, that was never announced, that was supposed to be my dream.
These allegations reflect Hughes's version of events and helped spark major online speculation. Hughes didn't provide many specifics, but her story suggested that creative clashes may have played a role in the project falling apart. According to her account, the show eventually stalled and was canceled. Because the story was framed as a personal experience rather than a comedy bit, many viewers took it seriously. At the same time, much of what she shared remained difficult to independently verify. The controversy grew after a comment near the end of her performance fueled even more speculation. Soon, headlines and social media posts were pushing dramatic theories about why Key and Peele no longer collaborate as often. However, it's important to separate facts from assumptions. Hughes never directly claimed that anyone caused the end of Key and Peele's partnership. Much of that narrative came from online reactions rather than her exact words. Around the same time, older rumors and anonymous claims about Elle resurfaced. Some accused her of being difficult to work with or overly focused on advancing her career, but anonymous allegations remain unverified. Critics also claimed Elle benefited from Keegan's fame and industry connections. Still, those claims are opinions, not established facts. Elle Key, whose real name is Elisa Pugliese, worked as an actress before moving into independent film production. She met Keegan in 2016, and they later married in 2018. That timeline matters. Key and Peele ended in 2015, meaning claims that Elle caused the show's cancellation don't line up with the known facts. What is known is that Keegan and Jordan still worked together in 2022 on Wendell and Wild. Around the same time, Keegan and Elle co-authored The History of Sketch Comedy and launched a companion podcast, which later won a Webby Award for writing. Some viewers also noticed moments where Elle appeared more visible during interviews and award appearances.
And I saw a video of him singing, and I was like, oh, he can really sing. I mean, this is amazing. Said he was like a sports car that's stuck in traffic. Like, he has all of this power and all of this energy, and like, what is he doing with it?
That's the best analogy.
Why aren't you out there going 120 miles an hour? Like, why are you stuck where you are?
Supporters saw a husband proudly sharing the spotlight with his wife, while critics viewed the dynamic differently. Keegan frequently praises his wife in interviews and often credits her contributions.
All good doors lead to Elle and her opening that.
Yeah, it's like I'm the key and she knows where the doors are. So you just have to have the courage to put the key in the door. It's always wonderful you have someone in your life who can show you where the doors are.
Whether that reflects a strong partnership or something else depends largely on personal interpretation. At the end of the day, Public appearances only show part of the picture. They can spark debate, but they rarely reveal the full reality behind a private relationship. Some critics view the wife guy image as excessive because it can make someone seem overly dependent on their partner for validation. But even if people find that dynamic awkward, it does not prove that Ella Key came between Keegan-Michael Key and Jordan Peele. After Akilah Hughes' story gained attention, TMZ reported that sources connected to Keegan and Ella dismissed the claims as false and exaggerated. Hughes responded by sharing anonymous messages from people who claim to have had negative experiences with Elle, but those accounts remain unverified. As the debate grew, many online observers embraced a simple narrative: that Keegan's career and friendship with Peele were harmed by his wife's influence. However, that explanation leaves out a key point. Keegan is ultimately responsible for his own choices and career path. Fans were introduced to Key and Peele as a comedy duo with incredible chemistry, so many assumed they were inseparable off-screen. When Jordan became a celebrated filmmaker and Keegan followed a different career track, people searched for a reason why. The reality may be far less dramatic. Two talented performers can share great creative chemistry, pursue different goals, and naturally grow apart over time. Until either of them directly addresses the rumors, speculation will likely continue, but speculation is not the same as proof. What do you think really happened between Key and Peele? Was it simply two talented comedians taking different paths, or is there more to the story than fans realize? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more deep dives like this.